Discover the exceptional value of dining at Kingston Steakhouse in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Enjoy aged USDA steaks, delicious seafood, and more in our spacious indoor seating areas. Are you planning a holiday party? Our state-of-the-art venue hosts 25 to 300 guests, featuring 2 full-service bars, a dance floor, and catering. Call us today at 319-536-7898 to book your party. Enjoy daily specials and 2-for-1 happy hour. Visit KingstonSteakhouseIA.com. Savor the experience at Kingston Steakhouse.
Using a Clorox disinfecting wipe to clean that stuck-on sauce from the stove feels like...
Oh, boy. That tickles. Stop.
It feels like coming home to your needy corgi after a long day.
Best part of the day, finally.
With Clorox. Clean feels carefree. Clean feels good. Use as directed.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I need new rotors.
When you buy 2 Duralast rotors during our spring sale, you get Duralast brake pads free.
Free?
With the rotors.
Well, that's great. What if I need extra stopping power?
You can upgrade to Duralast Gold pads for just $10.
So Duralast pads are free?
Yep.
And an upgrade is just $10?
That's right. Part of the spring sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Check them out.
FS1.
Check them out.
FS1. Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. This is AM 800 KXIC Iowa City. Free never sounded so good.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling. Brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Wimmers Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Also brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. And by U.S. Bank, proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Now, welcome to Hawkeye Wrestling.
.330 competitors stepped onto the mat Thursday morning with the dream of becoming an All-American and a national champion. We are down to the final 80 here wrestling today, with 20 of those going for national championships tonight. It is the medal rounds of the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. Good Saturday morning and welcome into the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Stephen Grace and Mark Ironside looking down on 4 mats as we get ready for the consolation semifinals. Winners will wrestle for 3rd. Losers will wrestle for 5th. We will also have the 7th place matches going on here this session as well. As we start this round, Penn State, not officially, but pretty close to locking it up. They've got 135.5 points. They have 3 in the finals tonight. They still have 7 going here today, although Greg Kirkfleet has medically forfeited out of the tournament. Nebraska is in second with 101.5. They have 3 in the finals and 5 going here this morning. Oklahoma State is third with 91 points. They have 3 in the finals, 3 here this morning. Iowa in fourth with 73.5. We have 3 in the finals and 2 wrestling here this morning. Minnesota is fifth with 47. Cornell 46. Northern Iowa 44.5. Ohio State 44. Illinois at 40.5, and then Virginia Tech at 40, rounding out your top 10. Mark, what a difference a day can make. We left here yesterday early afternoon, just kind of saying, wow, what's going on? It didn't have a great feeling in our mouth. Hawks came back and wrestled their tails off last night. Again, not the expectation, not where we want to be, but put ourselves in a lot better position for how this tournament has shaked out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, losing Parco really, really hurt Thursday night. That was a blow to Parco, and not a way, as we've talked about, to end his wrestling career, and very, very unfortunate. And it was unfortunate for the team as well, too, from a team standpoint and a team race standpoint. I don't know if it would have really done much for us now looking at it as far as, getting us into third. I mean, we're still a ways away behind Oklahoma State, but, I mean, it would have made it closer. I think we'd probably finish fourth either way. But we still got some work to do to finish fourth. But the Hawkeyes last night coming in, they have an opportunity to put 3 in the finals, and they did. And I am extremely happy for those 3 finalists. And I'm also really, really, really happy for the All-American kid, Patrick Kennedy, and Ben Keeter getting himself onto that All-American stand. Ben Keeter has put together a great postseason here at the Big Tens and in Philadelphia out here at the Nationals. But they both have some work here to do this morning as well, too. So, and then it looks like now we got some matches going on. Almost look like Braden Davis got put to his back, but he gets taken down there.
Right now, the 125 consolation semis. The top seed Lilladal of Penn State against the 3 seed Ventresca of Virginia Tech. The 2 seed Ramos of Purdue against the 8 seed Seymour of Lehigh. Seymour is who knocked Lilladal out of the championship side. At 133 pounds, the 8 seed Davis of Penn State trailing 3-0 to the number 14 seed Zan Fugit of Wisconsin. And then the 6 seed Connor McGonigal of Virginia Tech against the 4 seed Zeth Romney of Cal Poly.
What about this Fugit of Wisconsin?
I know.
Where did he come from in this tournament?
I mean, Drake owned him when we wrestled in the duel, and he just kind of looked, okay. A couple weeks later, he majored Van D from Nebraska, and then still didn't look anything world beater through the rest of the season. You get to the Big Ten tournament, looked okay, but he put it together this week.
He really has. How did he finish in the Big Tens? I don't even remember him being at the Big Tens either, really, or being, a standout there or nothing. And, man, he pushed Drake for sure. He pushed Drake. What was that final last night? 6-1, but
Fugit finished 9th. He had to come back through and wrestle back in order to get that automatic qualifier slot. So he lost to Bird, and then he got pinned by Bouzakis before he was able to come back through and win that 9th place bracket. But, yeah, he's definitely looked good. Let's take a quick look at our Hawkeye women's wrestling update presented by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. Stop by today for a relaxing massage at the spa, fine dining at Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf Resort today, located minutes south of Iowa City. A couple weeks ago, the Hawkeye women got their 2nd straight team championship, crowning 3 individual champions, and celebrating the end of the NCCWC, getting ready for NCAA status beginning next year. So that is super exciting that is growing more in the women's wrestling world, and looking forward to what Coach Chun, Coach Mayab, and the rest of the staff there have in store for the future. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, located just minutes south of Iowa City, proud to be the presenting sponsor for Hawkeye Women's Wrestling. Thank you, Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, for your partnership with the Iowa Hawkeyes. Also, big thank you to Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Hawkeyes Wrestling. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Working our way through the medal rounds right now. And we try to make it an annual tradition. Normally we're wandering around aimlessly trying to figure out where we're going on Wednesday, and we're able to run across Gary Abbott with USA Wrestling, and Gary's always like, oh yeah, I'll let's stop up, let's chat sometime. Gary, good to see you. How are you?
I'm great, man. This is a good week. You come out east where I'm from. I'm a New York guy, but I love coming east for the NCAAs when they have it. Good crowds, and always great wrestling, right?
Yeah, it has been a tournament. I mean, we were just talking a little bit, Fugit. You look at what he had done in the regular season, what he even did at the Big Tens, and then to find himself in the semifinals. I mean, Chumbley, the number 20 seed from Northwestern. It has been great these last 6-8 years when they changed some of the qualifying, and just it feels like you have an even more premier level of wrestling going on, and it's great. Every single match you got to keep your eyes on because it's great wrestling.
Yeah, no, wrestling gets better all the time. The athletes are better. The coaches are improving themselves. There's more people doing it in the last few years. We're growing, and then we got great places like Iowa that loves the sport and really helps us raise the bar.
Well, you were just out there for the women's national championship too. I saw you over there at the Extreme Arena. How awesome was that? And was that tournament over there? We were gone that weekend, weren't able to be there because we were obviously at the Big Ten championships. But how was that tournament over there?
Well, I did see Mark stop by before you guys headed up to Chicago, so that was good. But yeah, it was wonderful, man. You come in and you see the best women wrestlers in the country. You check out the best team in the country in women's wrestling, the Iowa Hawkeyes. They have great athletes, many of them winning medals for the United States already at the world levels, and just really great hospitality when we were in Coralville. And it's the last year we got to run this thing when NCAA took it back over. So next year when we get together in March and celebrate the best women wrestlers, we'll be doing it with NCAA titles in line. So that's going to be very exciting.
I always share with everybody. So I was doing radio for one of our home duels for the Hawkeye women. And I can't remember which team we were wrestling against. Might have been Augustana. And Kennedy Blades comes out, and she just blast double for four. And then she locks it up, and you just see it coming, and she suplexes the girl for 5. And as she's doing it, I watched her opponent, who's at Augustana over in the Quad Cities, and she's just smiling. And she gets suplexed, she lands, she rolls over, she's laughing like, I just got suplexed by an Olympic silver medalist. What else can I do?
Now, Kennedy's popped one at the Olympic Games, and since then she does it when she can because it's kind of become her deal, right? And
yeah.
You can get a 5-pointer in any match, freestyle or Greco. It's a big show. I mean, she's got a little bit of Gable Stevenson in her. She wants to put on a good show for the crowd and do it with a smile.
Yeah, it's great. It seems like she always has a smile on her face, too. So it's awesome being able to follow them and see how things are going. What do we got coming up? USA Wrestling. I know it's, we focus like this is kind of the tail end for the college season, but that's kind of jumping into everything else that's going on.
Well, a whole lot of these guys are going to be wrestling in Vegas at our Open. It's the beginning of the new Olympic quad, and the next Olympics is in Los Angeles, right? So the kids here want to wrestle in L.A., and so a lot of them will go to Vegas and try to qualify there to wrestle in Final X, which is going to be in June in Newark this year, June 14th, where we'll pick the men's and women's teams to go to the World Championships in Croatia. And, the guys that are in the semis, the guys in the finals here, if they're not already on our national team or one of our age group world teams, they're getting there. They're going to be real close. So some of the athletes may take a little break after this, but a lot of them are going to train freestyle and Greco and head on down to Vegas and hope to earn a trip to the Prudential Center in Newark in June.
It's been an interesting with COVID and pushing that Olympic cycle to a shortened 3-year to get back to that 4-year cycle. It feels almost a little more normal just to kind of see that work through and, get that experience for everybody over that 3 years getting ready for that Olympic year.
Now, the one thing that makes it special is the end of this quad is in the United States, right? We haven't done that since Atlanta in 1996. That was the one where somebody named Brands won a gold medal for the United States. And,
I may have heard of him once or twice.
Yeah, he had a few teammates, Angle and Kendall Cross. I mean, that's the kind of opportunity we'll have with these young men to make a U.S. Olympic team and try to win a medal in their home turf. And that would be the big focus for the next 4 years for us.
Does there seem like everything's kind of normalized with some of the rules? Feel like everything's kind of comfortable there? We got kind of a good setup right now?
Yeah, the rules in freestyle are excellent. Greco, they tweak it every once in a while, but, Oh, hey, there's old Matt Ramos.
Yeah,
right?
Ramos wins 9-2.
A world champion in freestyle when he was younger, right? Again, these guys, this is real important. This is why they train all year to get ready for this tournament. But this is also a stepping stone for many of them for higher goals later in their lives. And again, when we have 20-year-olds winning medals on our women's team, and Gable Stevenson winning it as a young man, they think they're ready now or very soon.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and it feels like that level of development has just progressed. I mean, the number of times you see freshmen, true freshmen, at the collegiate level, but it's just because they've started to do more at the high school level, the junior high level, at the even younger levels. They're becoming a lot more developed a lot earlier.
Yeah, no, it raises the bar for everybody when the young kids come in, right? And we got freshmen in the finals, but we also had a ton in the semis, right? And so they're already ready.
Wow, Lillidahl right there just took down Van Tresca. That was a great match between those two. That was overtime. Lillidahl got in on that low shot, ends up winning that one 4-1. Fugit of Wisconsin did beat Braden Davis of Penn State. And then Cale Happel's out of the mat. Romney over there, he beat McGonigal. These matches on the Saturday morning, I think, are so much fun to watch. I mean, you just can't even believe these matchups, and how, this is like the best of the best right here. Obviously, the finals, there's a lot of goes into that and a lot of hype. It's up on the stage. It's what everybody goes for. But these matches right here, you never know what you're going to get. And it's just like, oh, my gosh, I cannot believe these guys are wrestling right now for the consolation semifinals. So much fun to watch.
Yeah, and some of them thought they might be in the finals, but they come back the next day with the same passion and pride as they had last night. And then others had to battle through the blood rounds and earn a spot. There's some kids here that, like you said, Chumley, right? He may not even have wrestled this year. He came back for one more year, and he got in. So I don't know. This is a fun round because the kids are wrestling for themselves. Right?
This is a hard round. You gone through 2 absolutely grueling days of wrestling, waking up early in the mornings, weighing in, a lot of warm-ups, a lot of ups and downs and emotions, and then to get up one more time early on a Saturday morning to come out here and perform. That's not easy to get up out of bed, go make weight, and come out here right away. But once you get out there and that whistle blows, it's game on.
And that's with the cradle locked in down there. Hasn't got points yet. He's not got him to the hip, but
Van Ness is wrestling
Styles of Oregon State. That's who
another
is wrestling.
freshman.
Yep.
Right.
Happel's wrestling Caposto. Oh, Van
He's
Ness
going to
is
get
going to get the fall, and he got it.
That might be
the dagger right there.
It was close for Nebraska to be able to try to catch Penn State, but I think a couple of those matches there is going to take care of it.
Yeah, I didn't bring my abacus to start doing the point counting, but I'd be shocked if we have a change at the top this morning.
It's one of those where it's like, okay, Nebraska could catch Penn State if Nebraska wins everything and Penn State loses everything. We could catch Okie State if we win everything, they lose everything. And Okie State could catch Nebraska if they win everything. And it's kind of one of those where, like, I think that top 4 is pretty well solidified just based on matchups and seeing where everybody is. But
yeah, and look at the top 4, man. They are all traditional, strong programs. Obviously, the Cornhuskers stepped up big time yesterday, right?
Big time.
But you want to talk about the history of college wrestling, look at those top 4, right?
Yeah.
And it just shows how hard it is to be a team that's not Penn State, Oklahoma State, or Iowa, right?
Right, for sure. Well, you even look at the drop-off, 4th, we're at 73, Minnesota 47 points. And so, yeah, it's like really separating itself. That's why yesterday is considered moving day. So,
who's impressed me this tournament is that Josh Coderhan out of
Navy.
I tell you what.
He took Bartlett down.
Yeah, he's the number 4 seed, but he's just a tough kid.
Yeah, they have pretty good coaches in there with Kerry Kolat running that
All
program.
Iowa connections, too.
Yeah.
Kolat had a couple of good years at the international level.
He had a couple of very
really unfortunate years, too, yeah.
Outcomes there that were out of his control, really, but
Yeah, he was probably one of the best guys we've had that didn't win one, right?
Yeah, by far. You can't even make that stuff up. It's just sickening how unfortunate the situation was within the wrestling worlds at that particular time. That'd be hard to live with if that was him.
You know what? And he's handled it really well. I mean, he's obviously going to have some bitterness, and he should. But it hasn't stopped him from continuing to love the sport and impact other people's lives as a coach.
Exactly.
I like about this round is I get to see Patrick Kennedy wrestle.
We're so happy that Patrick gained All-American status. He's just a good kid.
I don't know, every time he's on the mat, I want to watch it. It's just the way he competes.
Yeah.
And,
he's not a flashy wrestler at all. He just goes out and grinds and finds a way to score points. But, man, he's got a really good low ankle. Boy, did he hit a really nice one on Hamady as well, too. Wrapped up both ankles so quick takedown.
It's one of the fun things, and Gary, you're USA Wrestling. You kind of just love wrestling in general. Ran into one of the fans, I think it was Ohio State, Penn State, one of them that's at our hotel. And they said that, they'd run into some of the family for one of the other teams. And it's like, man, they're just good people. And you get these rivalries, and it's like, oh, Penn State, we got to root against them. But if you see these people, see their families, I mean, we're all wrestling people. It's a big community. And, I remember Gable Steveson, last time he wrestled at Carver. And he gets done, and he'd had some antics that he had against Iowa, and, he always liked beating up on us. He got a standing ovation. He kind of stopped, but that was after his Olympic gold medal, and he kind of looked like, oh, hey, these guys appreciate me. And I think that's the respect that you see, and everybody understands. You know what? Whatever the team race is, you got to appreciate the talent and the work that goes into getting to this stage.
Yeah, and, a guy like Gable, right? Obviously, with NIL and other things like that, that's one of the reasons to come back. But, you play a little football, you do a little WWE. He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's very comfortable being back with this group of people doing what he does best.
So what's he go back to after this year?
He won't tell you, and he likes to keep it a mystery. I mean, it would be kind of cool if he won another Olympic gold medal, but,
yeah.
I asked him at the press conference if football came knocking, he'd consider it. He'd want to have a longer training period. He didn't feel like he had enough time to learn the sport in the Bills camp. But, I mean, you hear MMA. He's going to stay around. He's going to continue to be competitive, right? And no one moves like him as a heavyweight. I mean, he's got to be doing something.
Man, I would think
athletic.
He'd want to do it on his own turf one more time.
I think so. And he's wrestling Wyatt in the finals. Both of those guys win gold medals. Gable got his, but I think he'd have fun going out there and trying to get another one against the really good heavyweights we have.
We were walking in Thursday, I think it was. Mark's like, oh, hey, there's Stephen Neal. Be a good guy to get him in touch with because he made that transition from wrestling his whole life and, I'm going to try football now, and able to make that a success.
It's funny. I went to a fundraiser once, and I bought a pair of Stephen Neal's shoes from when he was in the Super Bowl or something. That's how crazy wrestling people are. My wife said, why you got those dirty shoes? I said, I bought them. They're Stephen Neal's, right?
How about what size were they, like 18?
Oh, man, they're longer than my arm.
Well, Gary, thanks very much for stopping up. And,
I love doing this. And
this might not. What are you going to do? I don't want to speak for you, but what's your plans now here?
Yeah, I'm retiring in October. I don't know what my plans are in regards to this event. I'm going to still enjoy wrestling, and I'm going to keep in touch with my friends, But, everyone asks this your last tournament. Well, it will be as a part of USA Wrestling. So, but my first one, I wasn't good enough like Mark to make it. I lost in the conference finals and stuff and didn't quite get to compete in this event. But my first one was 83 in Oklahoma. So quite a few of these, and saw all those great Gable years and just saw what the brands team has done for the Iowa program. And, they're all going to be part of my life, but just not in the role I'm doing now.
Well, we'll thank you for everything that you've done. Congratulations on the retirement, and good luck once you get to October.
Yeah, I got 9 grandchildren. I want to meet them a little bit.
Yeah, that's good for you. Good for you. I really appreciate all you've done for the sport of wrestling over all the years in USA Wrestling. You've been an icon and a legend in yourself, and you're just a familiar face to have around. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, no, you guys rock, and just let me come up and talk wrestling and share some time with the Iowa fans has been an honor.
Yep, we appreciate it. Yep, take care. It's Gary Abbott with USA Wrestling as we're working through the medal rounds here of the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. We're going to step out, take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more from Philly right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hear that? That's the Iowa Lottery powering up the new Pac-Man scratch ticket, where you could chomp your way to $50K in instant cash prizes. Even if you don't score big in your first round, you still get an extra life. Because you can enter non-winning tickets in the VIP club for a chance to win a Pac-Man arcade package, plus your share of $325,000 in cash prizes. That's a lot of Waka Waka winning. Woohoo! Pac-Man is registered and copyrighted by Bandai Namco Entertainment Inc. Enter and see rules at iLottery.com/VIP.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes all season long. Go Hawks!
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire, at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey Hawkeye fans, this is Monica from Monica's. Randy always told Chef Sal and me that family comes first. So I'm here with my son to invite you to stop by before or after your favorite university event. We are proud of our Hawkeye coworkers, including Sal's daughter Miss Sarah, and hope you know that if you are headed to Carver or Hampshire, our awesome food, full bar, and Monica's family await. We hope to see you soon. And what do you say, Meyer?
Go Hawks!
It's tax season. By now, we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number, $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed. Save up to 40% in your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. That's LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY. Terms apply.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Sports Radio on AM 800 KXIC and the Iowa Sports Radio Network.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis-infused beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bump's Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkmine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bump's is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bump's and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkmine Golf Course. Bump's Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food. Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Fran McCaffrey. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his true blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Back to Philadelphia, the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. Working through the medal rounds. Consolation semifinals right now. A lot of action going on down here.
Lots of action here. Bear Claw just got beat by Peyton Hall. The very end of that match, Bear Claw was winning by .54, then Hall got a takedown right at the very, very end. But this match between Kasak of Penn State and Shapiro of Cornell has just been amazing. Kasak leads that one 4-0 right now, but Shapiro has 1:11 riding time as well too. Kasak got a takedown at the very, very end of the first period. It was controversial. I thought it was 3, and Cornell challenged it and reviewed it, and it stood. So he led 3-0, and they just kind of escaped. But Shapiro has riding time there. Chumbley's winning right now, 3-0. Chumbley, the number 20 seed out of Northwestern.
Wow.
He's up 3-0 over the 7th seed, Vinny Zerbin of Northern Colorado. And then over there on mat 4, you have Minto at 165 pounds. You got Minto of Nebraska taking on Hunter Garvin of Stanford. Garvin leads that one in the second period, 1-0 right now. Levi Haynes coming up out on the mat right now. He's going to be taking on Levi Haynes, the number 2 seed for Penn State. At 174, he's taking on Simon Ruiz, the number 5 seed from Cornell, who's a freshman. And then we got Patrick Kennedy on deck on mat number 2, I believe.
Yes.
He'll be up right after the Kasak and Shapiro match. And it's hard to watch 4 mats all at the same time. This is so many good matches. I want to watch Hunter Garvin here. Keep my eye on this Kasak and Shapiro match because so much action. Haynes and Ruiz just starting right now.
Kasak going to eliminate the riding time. Got a leg elevated. Well, results so far, Lillidahl over Ventresca, Ramos over Seymour. So Lillidahl and Ramos, the 1 and 2 seeds, will wrestle for 3rd. Ventresca and Seymour, the 3 and the 8 seed, will wrestle for 5th. At 133, the 14 seed Fugit over Braden Davis. And then Seth Romney of Cal Poly over McGonigal. So Romney and Fugit for 3rd, Davis and McGonigal for 5th. At 141, Bo Bartlett over Coderhant in sudden victory. CJ Composto of Penn over Cale Happel. So Bartlett and Composto for 3rd, Happel and Coderhant for 5th. 149, Van Ness of Penn State with a fall over Oregon State's Styles. Dylan D'Amelio, the number 13 seed, going to wrestle for 3rd.
Is he really? He won that,
He beat McNeil. So D'Amelio and Van Ness for 3rd, Styles and McNeil for 5th.
Northern Iowa, I just saw that because Happel did not win. Cale Happel got beat by Composto. So that drops Northern Iowa. They're at 8th place now, and that Ohio State jumped in front of them. Minnesota's in front of them, and Cornell is in front of them. Cornell with 2 wrestlers out on the mat right now, both of them wrestling Penn State guys.
Yeah. Take a look at our U.S. Bank scoreboard update. Busy weekend for Hawkeye sports. The Hawkeye women about ready to tip off in about 30 minutes down in Norman, Oklahoma, taking on Murray State in the opening round of the NCAA Women's Championships. If they win, they will play either Oklahoma or Florida Gulf Coast on Monday. Hawkeye baseball, 12-0 win last night over Ohio State. They play Game 2 of that series today. Hawkeye softball hosting UCLA this weekend today and tomorrow. Men's and women's track and field continuing at the UCF Invite down in Florida. Hawkeye women's gymnastics at the Big Ten Championships in Ann Arbor today. And women's tennis, a win last night at home over Minnesota. They will take on Wisconsin on Sunday. U.S. Bank, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes. We're in it with you for the good stuff and all the hard work it takes to get there, because together there's nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hunter Garvin up 2-1 now over Minto of Nebraska with 1 minute to go in the third period. Riding time is not a factor. 0-0 between Levi Haynes and Ruiz of Cornell.
Garvin and Minto into a situation, a headlock by headlock, and he almost gets put over to his back, and he does.
Garvin is on his back now. Minto is looking for extra bonus points, and this is what Nebraska has been doing the entire tournament. Wow.
Minto took a shot, came up in double unders, and Garvin, trying to fight it off, tried to throw the headlock. Almost held Minto there, but then Minto just kept the momentum going, rolled him the rest of the way through, and put him to his back. And that's going to make it 8-2. So it looks like Garvin's going to lose and wrestle for 5th. Chumbley still a 3-0 lead over Zerbin with a minute to go in that one, plus he has riding time. Shapiro trying to get a shot on Kazak as they go out of bounds. He gets called for stalling, so that'll make it 4-2 in favor of Kazak.
With 5 seconds left to go.
Tries hitting a super duck, but they'll not get it. So Kazak will win the 1 over the 2.
That's right. That was 1 versus 2. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. Minto does win down there over Garvin. So Garvin, the 7th seed, will wrestle Barraclaw for 5th place.
Chumbley up 4-3 over Zerbin right now. 1-0 in favor of Ruiz over Haynes.
Looks like Chumbley is going to hang on and get that win. So the number 20 seed is going to wrestle for 3rd. We have a 20 and a 14.
That's crazy.
Wrestling for 3rd. That's going to bring Patrick Kennedy out. Kennedy taking on the number 13 seed Cade DeVos of South Dakota State. Cade finished 5th last year for the Jackrabbits, prepped out of Southeast Polk. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's All-Suite Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Relax in spacious suites with free breakfast, 24-hour fitness, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your Hawkeye visit. Also join the swarm and team up with Iowa athletes to support local charities. Make a difference today. Visit iowaswarm.com to learn more. So they changed this either last year or the year before. After we get done with all these consolation semifinals, then they're going to wrestle all of the 7th place matches, and then they'll wrestle all of the 5th place matches, and then they'll wrestle all of the 3rd place matches.
Really? I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
How do I not remember that?
I think last year or the year before was the first time they did it.
That's crazy.
Because we had that same reaction of, why not do the 3 matches at each weight class?
Yeah.
Patrick Kennedy underway on mat number 2. Consolation semifinals. If he wins, he will wrestle for 3rd. If he loses, he will wrestle for 5th. Wins in this round still count for 3.5 points.
Plot and Foco coming up on mat 4, too.
The difference between 6th and 4th is 3 points, and then half a point for advancement. McAnally on 1, taking on Jackson Smith of Maryland. Penn State 151.5, Nebraska 105, Oklahoma State 91, and then the Hawks at 73.5. escape for Haynes, so he's tied with Ruiz at 1 apiece. A minute and a half to go in that match.
Mat 1 is Jackson Smith of Maryland taking on Max McAnally of Minnesota. Wow, what a match between him and Parker Keckheisen last night. Was that overtime?
Yeah. Ruiz hits a shot against Haynes, but Haynes does a good job, hips into him. Stops that off.
Haynes got beat by Hamady last night of Oklahoma State. All right, Patrick, minute and a half gone here in the first period. And this is kind of what we were talking about in the ride over here today, where DeVos and Patrick probably not going to be a very high-scoring match. Not a lot of action probably between these two.
Patrick trying to get that underhook in, but DeVos clears out, post in the arm, so Patrick comes back, underhook the other way. Patrick's good there, Mark, where he can go left hand or right hand with those underhooks.
He's really good with his hands. He just has to get better and really improve upon following through with his hands.
Oh, my goodness.
Levi Haynes gets that takedown.
Ruiz hit a shot, missed, and it was like Haynes' foot was almost stuck on the mat for a second, and it looked like Ruiz could have just reached around and grabbed it easily. When he went to grab it, he missed, and then Haynes just jumped over him and got around behind and gets the takedown, and he's going to win that 4-1.
So that's who, if Patrick wins, he'll face Levi Haynes of Penn State. If he loses, he'll face Ruiz of Cornell.
15 seconds left for Kennedy. No score in this first period. And it will be 0-0 at the end of one.
I didn't see either one of Patrick or DeVos take a shot at all in the first period. That's kind of how I just thought it would go, and that's what we were talking about, was just Patrick. He does a good job using his hands, moving his feet for the most part, but he just has to learn to follow through on shots and get more urgency at setting shots up and getting to angles and finding ways to attack legs so we're not wasting so much clock time. And that's how you wear guys down, too. You don't wear guys down just by standing around hand fighting and just trying to be tough in there. You gotta get in on shots. You gotta be offensive and start attacking more and create scramble situations and make your opponent use both physical and kind of like emotional energy, in scrambles. And we just allow guys to stand around a little bit too much here. Patrick does, and just kind of hand fight. Need to take advantage of that clock.
Caution on DeVos. They'd gotten to their feet, got out of bounds, and then a caution on DeVos on the restart. He's into a sit-out now. Patrick 15 seconds and building towards riding time. DeVos to his feet. Patrick trying to trip him down, drops to an ankle, can't hang on to it. DeVos kicks out for the escape. 1-0 is the lead for the Jackrabbit.
All right, let's go now, Patrick. Second period here. Let's pull a takedown off here in the second period. Really, really work hard. There's a shot by Patrick.
Barney switches off to the other one, but they go out of bounds.
Long ways away. He kind of dove in. I don't even know how he ended up getting to the other leg from there, but it went out of bounds. But there's an attack by Patrick. That's a start.
That's what he did so well against Hamady, was he was on the offense against him. Patrick, collar on the right, underhook on the left. Gotta think stall call on DeVos. Patrick's been pushing this.
Well, he's got to, he's got to be thinking of it, but Patrick has to follow through on another one or two shots, and he's going to get it. You got to make it to where that referee just has to call that stall call. This referee, George, I believe is his name, he'll call it too. You got to give him a reason to call it. Here comes A.J. Ferrari up on the mat next door, too.
There it is. Stall call against DeVos. Out of bounds. They head back to the center. 31 seconds to go.
Come on, Patrick. Just get to the legs. Get a takedown this period. DeVos is tough on top, too. That makes me a little bit nervous. So I'd like to get a takedown here. go a long ways. Patrick's starting to pick it up a little bit more. He's starting to move DeVos a little bit more.
Tries going to that ankle pick. Couldn't touch it, though.
Plot in on a shot over there. Where's he riding? He's riding. No, that is a shot. That's 3 takedown. No, reversal.
2 reversal.
So Plot takes a 2-0 lead.
Patrick's down 1-0 as we go into the third period. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Who's Ferrari wrestling? Oh, Novak. Wyoming.
Patrick does start down, gets into a sit-out, hand control out for the escape.
Nice job, Patrick. I was a little nervous about that bottom, so we're out 1-1. Now let's go. We've definitely been the aggressor on the feet. Just
don't get caught reaching.
You know, actually, that's something I shot him a text this morning, and I said offense, attack, and don't reach. Or no, I said offense, angles, and don't reach. No reaching. Keep that hand down. And this DeVos, he's not an overly explosive guy, but he's just waiting for that one opportunity here, and Patrick can't get out of position to give him an opportunity to sneak one in here. Come on, Patrick. Get an angle. Come on. 2-on-1, something here. Just get to the legs. Get the legs deep.
Every time he tries getting in, DeVos is always trying to clear out. He's wanting to wrestle from a non-tie.
Well, we got to hang on to him. That's just what he said. We got to hang on to him. You can't let him clear out. You're not going anywhere. You get your hands on him, and you do not let him go.
55 on the clock in regulation, tied up at 1.
Not enough urgency here. We got to work harder at creating these angles and setting something up, creating an opening, so we can fire off a good, solid leg attack. It's a tie ball game here. We don't need to be going in and doing anything crazy and diving in, but set it up. Go. Ferrari gets a 3-point takedown over there against Novak of Wyoming.
30 seconds left regulation for Patrick. McAnally tied up at 1 with Jackson Smith of Maryland.
Tom and Terry both in the corner for Patrick. Just no urgency really out of DeVos at all.
No.
Like, this entire match has done nothing. Patrick, we've got a stall call on him. Like, why are we not forcing the action here?
Going to go to sudden victory, tied at 1. Jamie George telling both guys, hey, let's pick it up here, gentlemen.
Yeah, this isn't good TV. I don't know if it's on TV, but it's not good TV. Just a lot of standing around doing nothing.
There's Patrick, takes a shot, double leg, drives through, steps over, and gets the 3.
It's so easy. Why couldn't we do that in the first period? Good job, Patrick. That's huge right there. Going for third place, Patrick Kennedy. He's going to be taking on Levi Haynes of Penn State. Nice job, Patrick. What a great tournament. The 11 seed, wrestling way above his seed, All-American, going for third against Levi Haynes. He's 0-2, but he's lost both times, 10-3 against him.
Yep.
But the last time at the Big Tens, Levi snuck a takedown in at the very end. It was 7-3. He'd closed the gap on Levi. Good job, Patrick.
That will be here in just a little while. Let's step out, take another break. We'll be back with more from Philly and the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Altor for Rents is the Hawkeyes' top pick for full-service equipment rental. From tip-off to the final buzzer, Altor for Rents has you covered. Rent or buy game-changing equipment from trusted brands like Caterpillar, Husqvarna, Wacker, Skyjack, JLG, Solaire, and Magni. Take your projects to the hoop with flexible options and the latest equipment and tech. Let's get to work. Rent with confidence and a team that's always courtside. Call Altor for rents at 866-DEMO-CAT today.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire, at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
It's time for big fun in Coralville. This is Mayor Megan Foster inviting you to join us Saturday, March 29th for the annual 4th Fest Basket Auction at Brown Deer Golf Club. Starting at 2 p.m., view baskets brimming with gift certificates, treats, unique specialty items, and more. Bidding begins at 3 p.m. and you can take home your favorite gift basket. All proceeds go to 4th Fest, Coralville's spectacular summer family event. Let's make it bigger and better than ever at the basket auction on Saturday, March 29th. Check coralville.org for details.
It's tax season. By now, we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number, $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed. Save up to 40% in your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. That's LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY. Terms apply.
You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Sports Radio on AM 800 KXIC and the Iowa Sports Radio Network.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa Wrestling.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Whether you're traveling for business, pleasure, sports, or with one of our guided tours, our team of travel experts at Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited will ensure you have a memorable, worry-free experience. Let our professional travel advisors with extensive travel experience and destination knowledge handle your every travel need. Family-owned and operated, Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited has been serving the Hawkeye community for many years, receiving the Agency of Choice Award several times. Make your travels easy with Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com.
Back to Philadelphia's Wells Fargo Center. Consolation semifinals, final 3 matches going on right now. Cardenas, the 1 seed at Michigan, at 197, taking on Little of Arkansas Little Rock. Cardenas leads that 1-0. Also at 197, AJ Ferrari trailing 4-3, or no, leading 4-3. Excuse me. And he's got riding time now with 20 seconds left. Novak surprisingly chose to go down underneath of him. And Ferrari looks like he's going to ride him out for this entire third period to get the win.
You better believe he's going to talk about that in his press conference.
No, not Ferrari. The other match going on right now. A couple of former teammates, I believe.
Yeah,
Isaac Trumbull
roommates.
of NC State taking on Owen Treptham of Lehigh.
They said they were roommates when they were at NC State.
Going at it in the consolation semifinals. As soon as these 3 matches are done, then they will start doing the 7th place bouts at each weight class. I think they'll wait for all of the 7th place ones to get done, and then they'll move on and do all of the 5th place bouts.
I don't understand it.
And then they'll do all of the 3rd place bouts.
Makes no sense.
Ferrari does win 5-3. That is a 3-1 lead right now for Treptham over Trumbull.
Oh, he's doing the splits. Oh, my Lord.
He's got the personality. He lives into it, that's for sure. It's definitely not what you or I would do, but more power to him. Cardenas riding little to start the 3rd period, leading 1-0. Escape for Trumbull, so Treptham leads 3-2, but he's got riding time against him. So in essence, that match is tied right now.
God, I just can't believe they're doing all the 7th place matches at once. Well, we got Benjamin coming up then.
So we'll have Keeter in the 7th place bouts. Then we won't have anybody in the 5th place bouts. And then we will have Patrick Kennedy wrestling Levi Haynes for 3rd place. Out of bounds, stall call on Green, so that'll tie it up. That actually gives Trumbull the lead over Treptham with 25 seconds left. Treptham takes a shot from a ways away. Looks like Trumbull with that stall point is going to get the win for North Carolina State. And then Treptham, the 4 seed, will drop down, and he will get 5th place because Greg Kirkfleet has forfeited out of the tournament. Medical forfeit. I saw somewhere that they said possibly a knee injury last night, but I don't know for sure.
I didn't see it when they were wrestling.
Yeah, I didn't either, but it was on Twitter, so it has to be 100% accurate, right?
For sure.
Nobody's making anything up anywhere.
All right, so Trumbull advances. And Schultz advances.
Trumbull and Schultz will wrestle for 3rd.
Keeter versus Heintzelman, and you said Keeter beat Heintzelman at Big Tens by a point.
2-1, yes. There, Cardenas tries getting a tilt, lost it. So Little gets the escape as they go out of bounds with 41 seconds left, 56 seconds of riding time.
Yeah,
so he got out just in time.
Almost had that riding time. Didn't quite get it.
The win by Patrick Kennedy, another 3.5 points for the Hawkeyes, moves us up to 77 points now. Ooh, nice shot by Cardenas. Nice high-low, comes across, gets the ankle, and takes him down. That's going to do it there. So Cardenas and Ferrari will wrestle for 3rd. And Little will take on Novak. The 12 seed versus the 15 seed for 5th place.
Cardenas and Ferrari. I think Ferrari said one of his interviews that they were teammates or something in high school or something. Him and Cardenas.
Could be. Let's step out for a break. We will come back with more from Philadelphia, the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis-infused beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Farmers, take the court this season with powerful, efficient equipment from Altorfer Ag Products. With rates at 0% and flexible terms, now's the perfect time to make your next big play. Check out new and used Fendt, Klaas, Horsch, Macdon, Caterpillar, and other trusted brands at altorferag.com or stop by to see us in person. Score big with game-changing technology on tractors, combines, and more. Build your championship roster. Visit Altorfer Ag Products or altorferag.com today.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Bad Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Bad Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing? I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online. I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy? Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door. How do I get started with Zelfie? Just send them a text.
Text PURE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text PURE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text PURE to 200-300. That's PURE to 200-300. PURE to 200-300.
Number one on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. This is AM 800 KXIC Iowa City. Free never sounded so good.
Hawkeye fans, step up your game with a zero-down, zero-hassle deal on Caterpillar Tough Compact Track Loaders at Altorfer Cat. With 8 models to choose from, the Cat Next Generation Compact Track Loaders bring larger cabs and stronger lift and tilt, built to dominate, just like our Hawkeyes on the court. See the latest next-gen CTLs at Altorfer Cat and make your winning move today. Zero down, zero hassle. This is your slam dunk moment with Altorfer Cat. Call 866-DEMO-CAT for details or visit altorfer.com.
Marty, my man.
That's Mike Graff of the Graff Home Selling Team, the #1 real estate team in Eastern Iowa. Partners from the start, now friends for life.
Got that right, Marty, because you've been key in coming up with great advertising plans for us and schedules on iHeart stations to get our messages out. When you need a pro on your team, draft this guy. You can count on results when you put your advertising in his hands. Our professional and personal friend, Marty Mason, with iHeart Media.
I'm Marty Mason. Call me today, 319-360-6909.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. But it's time for something new. It's still where you need to go for deer divots and door dings, as well as damaged dashboards. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Why not say, when your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier? I think Dad's going to love that. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Be a deer and call Premier Auto Body in North Liberty.
This is Coralville City Administrator Kelly Hayworth reminding you to shop and eat locally. Now, your favorite Coralville businesses offer more options for finding what you want for your home and family. Local restaurants, bakeries, and breweries have perfected carryout and delivery. Coralville shops continue excelling in personalized service. They take pride in helping you find the perfect item or gift for any occasion. Thank you for infusing Coralville with your shopping and dining dollars.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. This is AM 800 KXIC Iowa City. Free never sounded so good.
Welcome back to Philadelphia's Wells Fargo Center. The 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. 7th place matches underway now on the 4 mats. 1, 2, 3, 4 left to right as we look down right now at 125, the 9-seed Smith of Nebraska, a 3-1 lead over the 10-seed Poulin of Northern Colorado. At 133, the 17-seed Van D of Nebraska, a 3-0 lead over the 13-seed Knox of Stanford. At 141, the 9-seed Frost of Iowa State. No score with the 6-seed Von Bauer of Minnesota. Frost just gets a takedown, though. Makes that 3-0. Frost, Iowa State's lone All-American this year. And then at 149, the 11th seed Alvarez of Ryder against the 22-seed Drexler of North Dakota State. That one is a 3-2 lead for Drexler at the end of the first period. Patrick Kennedy already with a win here this morning to move into the 3rd place bout. He'll be taking on Levi Haynes. We await Ben Keeter. He'll be taking on Josh Heinzelman of Michigan for 7th place. So they announced the finals order for tonight. Little interesting. We ran into Tim Johnson in the elevator on the way up here, and he was saying there was some long discussion trying to figure it out for sure. But they decided they're going to go right out of the gate with 184 pounds, and Carter Strachey going for his 5th national title against Parker Keckeisen. And then they're going to run through 125 through heavyweight, obviously skipping 184 again. So, saw that from Sam last night. I was a little surprised, but as Tim was describing it, Mark, I can understand it. You know, try to get a lot of eyeballs on the TV to start with and then keep them there to watch it at the very end. So
I probably would have maybe done it the other way, though.
I think so, too.
Gable
Start
first,
with Gable.
And then end with the more, like, what's going to happen here match. Like, the more of the toss-up, like, oh, boy, this is going to be interesting. Strachey and Keckeisen. How do we get the women's basketball game on our computers? Is that a possibility or no? I don't think I have the app or the thing for that.
I'm trying to remember what channel it's even on.
I think ESPN.
Is it?
Yeah, regular ESPN. But you had that when we were watching it on the way, but the Big 12s on the way home from Big 10s. But I don't have that technology.
Well, while I'm looking at that, how about I give a quick shout out?
Yeah, your mom.
My mom. Happy birthday today, Mom. She's probably listening in, I would assume. Somebody asked if it was a big milestone. I said, you know what? They're all milestones because I love having her around. Parents are great. It's always nice when they're close and able to
look at that.
Help watch the kids, or she comes in and helps work at the ice cream shop a little bit if I need to be gone. My dad's kind of a jack of all trades, so I just call him up and say, hey, my toilet's not working. What do I got to do? Love you guys. Thank you very much for everything.
Thank you for all the business that they've given me over the years as well, too, to provide the Stephen Grace family with a lot of good Hawkeye apparel.
I'm going to have to put a new hat on my wish list, apparently.
You just talk to me about that. I'll take care of that.
Right now, Smith leading Poulin by a score of 8-2 in the third period. Van D a 3-1 lead in the second period. 9-3 lead for Frost over Vombauer, start of the third period. And 6-4 is the lead for Alvarez. 7-6, excuse me, is the lead down there for Alvarez of Ryder, plus he has riding time.
KJ, love you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. KJ agrees. They should have started it, or should have ended with 184 or 174. KJ not making the trip out this year. It's always fun to see KJ and all the familiar faces from back home when we travel and hang out a little bit behind the scenes here at this long tournament.
KJ's probably going through withdrawal because D3s were out east too, so I don't think he went to that one either. So he's probably getting his fill of softball, though, because his girls are both pretty good players.
Yeah, we were talking about that. UCLA comes to town this weekend, and Iowa City, they're in town this weekend. And I was thinking about even maybe running down to Iowa City tomorrow and watching UCL play just to see a team of that caliber here in Iowa and play in person. It'd be kind of cool, pretty neat to see tomorrow afternoon, or I can't remember what time that starts. I think 11.
Supposed to be 11, but they're also talking rain. Blood time for Poulin down there, with Smith leading that 14-3. So Nebraska's going to get bonus point there. Van D leads 6-2 with riding time. There's Frost in on another shot on Vombauer. Takes him to his back. Vombauer tried somersault, and Frost held him there. So Frost of Iowa State trying to settle down. He's close with just 11 seconds left. He's going to get, without the pin, he's going to get a 17-3 major decision. And that's what it's going to be. Frost, your 7th place winner for the Cyclones.
Iowa State, their one lone All-American Frost does get 7th, so at least they ended on a good note there. Not sure what's going on at Iowa State, but they had a rough tournament, that's for sure.
Smith trying to get one more takedown, leading 17-5. And on a shot, 5 seconds left. He's not going to get it, but that'll be a major decision for Nebraska. 18-5. Van D wins 7-2. So these matches are worth 1 point plus any bonus. Looks like they had a long review. Now it's 6-5. Alvarez of Ryder trailing Drexler of North Dakota State.
Who won
but
that
he does
one?
have riding time.
Knox? No, Van D.
Van D. So Alvarez, in essence, tied down there with Drexler. Alvarez in on a shot. Trying to come through. Now Drexler comes out with the leg. He's trying to cut across. Now Alvarez throws in a arm bar, pinching the head. Can't get it. Comes back out front. Drexler gets him draped up over the back. A lot of people that maybe say, oh, this is only the 7th place match, as there's Drexler turning into Alvarez. And about ready to finish. Alvarez keeping that arm out. Now throws that leg out wide. 5 seconds left. A lot of scramble between those two for the last 45 seconds, and it's going to go sudden victory.
Iowa women's basketball has gone on a 10-0 run in just a 2-minute period.
Wow.
They're up
12-0
run. They're up 14-6, and I think finally Murray State called a timeout.
Now working through some more of these. mat number 1, the 12-seed Fish of Oklahoma State taking on the 11-seed Bianchi of Little Rock. Mat number 2 at 165, the 8-seed Amin of Oklahoma State against the 9-seed Steed of Missouri. Amin beat Steed 3-1 in the second round Thursday night. 174 pounds, Singleton, the 14-seed of NC State against the 7-seed Wask of Navy, who Patrick Kennedy beat last night in the consolation quarterfinals. And then still going on at 149 down there with Drexler and Alvarez tied at 6.
That's an OT with about 1 minute and 10 to go. I mean, these matches will go pretty quick because it's 4 mats continuous. Yeah. They're not holding it or anything like that, just 4 straight mats all the way through. But it'd be just nice if they just did it one weight at a time. It would make a lot more sense, but you and I don't get paid that much to make those kind of decisions.
Alvarez gets a scramble takedown to win. So Alvarez, the 11, finishes in 7th. And that will bring out 184 pounds, the 12-seed Silas Allred of Nebraska, the 22-seed DJ Washington of Indiana.
That should be a fun, interesting match.
Yeah.
Actually, between Allred and Washington.
Depends on which Washington it is. The one that puts up a lot of points and has knocked off some pretty good competition, or the one that loses some close matches and gives himself the 22 seed.
Well, here's what I think. Allred, he scraps. I mean, he throws a lot of it out there. He goes for pins and stuff. And I think when you bring that kind of energy and that pressure, then that gets Washington's motor going too, and it's going to create an exciting, fun match to watch.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll talk about that one when we come back. This is the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Whether you're traveling for business, pleasure, sports, or with one of our guided tours, our team of travel experts at Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited will ensure you have a memorable, worry-free experience. Let our professional travel advisors with extensive travel experience and destination knowledge handle your every travel need. Family-owned and operated, Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited has been serving the Hawkeye community for many years, receiving the Agency of Choice Award several times. Make your travels easy with Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Go to BigGrove.com and enter for your chance to win Hawkeye tickets all season long. Or join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes, all season long. Go Hawks!
Hear that? That's the Iowa Lottery powering up the new Pac-Man scratch ticket, where you could jump your way to $50K in instant cash prizes. Even if you don't score big in your first round, you still get an extra life. Because you can enter non-winning tickets in the VIP club for a chance to win a Pac-Man arcade package, plus your share of $325,000 in cash prizes. That's a lot of Waka Waka winning. Woohoo! Pac-Man is registered and copyrighted by Bandai Namco Entertainment Inc. Enter and see rules at iLottery.com/VIP.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bumps Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkmine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bumps is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bumps and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkmine Golf Course. Bumps Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor, and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa Wrestling.
Back to the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. Cam Steed of Missouri pins Cam Amin of Hawkeyes State. And apparently they are not holding for the fifth place matches to all wrestle at the same time because we have our fifth place bout at 125 coming out right now.
Which that doesn't even make sense. At least hold them all so you can do all the fifths at the same time and then all the thirds at the same time.
Now Allred with a takedown, and he's got a chicken wing in against Washington. Wask still 0-0, but he has 1:18 of riding time. Blood time for Fish. Started the third period, Fish trailing 3-1. He's going to make it neutral to make it 4-1. So Ventresca, the number 3 seed, wrestling the number 8 seed Seymour for 5th place. Gets a quick takedown. All of these bouts, 1 point plus any bonus for the team score. Penn State 155, Nebraska 108, Oklahoma State 94.5, Iowa 77, Minnesota 50.5. Ohio State has 47.5, Cornell 46, Northern Iowa 44.5. NC State has jumped up to the top 10 at 41.5, and then Illinois at 40.5. Could still see a little bit of movement for that 5 through 10 spot.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
UNI's Happel still wrestling for 5th. He could score a point plus any bonus. And they've got a finalist tonight. Ohio State has Mendez in the finals. Minnesota,
Gable
pretty
Stevenson.
good chance Gable Stevenson's going to score some points for him. But they also have McAnally still going for 3rd. Vombauer just got beat. I think that was the only 2 that they had on this backside.
I don't know, NC State or Cornell, they got a lot of guys in this backside that could score 1 point plus bonus, but they don't have any finalists that I know of.
No, I don't think so.
They got Shapiro, Foca,
Ruiz.
They could score a few points there on that side, on the backside, but no finalists. So, yeah, there's going to be some really interesting team scores 5th through, say, 9th or so.
Illinois just has 1 finalist in Bird. That's all they have left for the tournament. (4-1) is the lead for Allred over Washington. Wask trails 3-0 in the 3rd period.
I really think Hawkeyes is going to win that match tonight.
It's going to be interesting. That's going to be a good way to start things off tonight. Wherever it's at, it would be a good way to see it. But
Washington trails Allred 4-1,
and Allred's in deep on a shot right now.
Hasn't been an exciting match like I thought it was going to be.
No.
Ventresca leads 3-1 over Seymour. That's in the 2nd period.
Fish is going to lose to Bianchi. Bianchi of Little Rock will get 7th. It's going to bring Ben Keeter out on mat number 1. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community Serving the Iowa City area for 57 years, Oak Knoll, conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Also in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean-burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88 and support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. Here we go with Keeter and Heinzelman on mat number 1. 2-1 was the score in the Big Tens.
How do we get our second point? Riding time, do you know?
I think so.
Do you remember?
I don't think it was riding time. Heinzelman, a grad student, spent the rest of his career down at Oklahoma.
This year's over from the standpoint of no more sixth-year grad stuff. We could get back to normal 4 or 5 years,
right?
Whether you want a redshirt or not. COVID really messed a lot of things up.
Until suddenly you get the junior college rules going, and you can send a guy to JUCO for 2 years and then have 4 full years after that.
That's crazy, too. That's crazy.
Minute 40 to go. Keeter and Heinzelman. Heinzelman controlling that left-handed collar tied and then throws an underhook on the right side. Tries to throw that by, but Keeter squares up. There, Ventreska, another takedown, so he leads 7-2.
And he's got riding time, so it makes it 9-2.
All red 4-2 with 20 seconds left. .55 on the clock for Keeter and Heinzelman. Looks like All Red is going to win that one. So another point for the Cornhuskers. Heinzelman just been controlling that underhook so far. Ben just hasn't done much against it. Clears out right there. What do you want to do if somebody's wanting to continue to put that underhook in as Ben gets called for stalling?
Well, you got to control the hand as it's coming in. You got to make sure it doesn't come in first. Singleton one down there over Wask.
Keeter with a little snatch attempt. First period comes to an end, no score for Keeter. Now we got blood time, it looks like. We can all help prevent suicide. There is hope with the 988 Lifeline. Call or text 988 now.
Yeah, Ben, we just need to get a little bit more, kind of like what we were talking about with Patrick Kennedy, too, earlier. Just pull the trigger a little bit more. Get to the legs. This Heinzelman's definitely has a little bit of size on Ben. But Ben moves so well, and that has a lot to do with it as well, too. He does a really good job. He can move really, really well for a bigger kid.
Ben starts down, explodes up, gets the hand control and the escape.
Yeah, Heinzelman didn't really put any effort into riding him.
Ventreska gives up the escape with 4 seconds left to lose the major decision. May or may not impact some people's fantasy teams. Not to mention any names.
Ventreska won that one 11-4.
Keeter up 1-0. Minute and a half to go, second period. There's a snatch attempt by Heinzelman, but we're able to get our leg back.
comes Kale Happel out on the mat right there.
Another stall call on Keeter, so that'll tie it up at 1 apiece.
Well, maybe that'll light a fire underneath him.
Happel on mat 2, taking on Coder Hant of Navy for 5th place at 141. Davis of Penn State against McGonigal of Virginia Tech for 5th place at 133 on mat number 4. .35 to go here, second period. Keeter dives at a shot, stumbles a little bit. Now he's caught in a front headlock. He's able to scramble out of it, though.
He didn't really even dive. He overreacted to kind of like a fake and fell to his knees. But Keeter's got to get some offense going here. Heinzelman double unders, just driving in through him and goes out of bounds. That's another point for Heinzelman for stalling out of bounds. Keeter has to be able to pull the trigger. We got 18 seconds to go here in the second period. He's down 2-1 right now. It's going to be Heinzelman's choice going into the third period.
It will be 2-1 Heinzelman. He's going to go neutral.
Well, we must have gotten the ride time then before.
Braden Davis gets a fall in the neutral position.
Stacked him up.
Let's go, Keeter. Down 2-1, wrestling neutral. You got 3 stall calls against you. So the only points you've given up is 2 stall points. Stalemate from a tight collar tie. Daniel gets taken down over there on mat number 3.
Coder Hant Happel still 0-0. 2:15 to go in the first period. All right, what's Keeter gonna do? I mean, I don't know if he's gonna, not to be mean or nothing, but is he gonna even try to win this wrestling match? We haven't done anything this whole match. We got to do something, Ben. Something. It doesn't matter, in my opinion. It doesn't matter if you lose 15-0 or 2-1. I mean, if you don't even try,
right?
I mean, who cares? A loss is a loss.
I'd rather take a shot and get taken down off of it, lose 5-1.
I mean, try a headlock, try something. I mean, you're only down by a point. You only need a takedown. We don't need to be going for broke, but at least do something to try and win the wrestling match here.
Changed levels a little bit. Heinzelman just squeezing tight with that underhook and collar tie, though.
Happel got a takedown in there somewhere I didn't see, so he is ahead 3-1 right now over Coder Hant of Navy.
There's Keeter again, another snatch attempt, but can't clear the head. Now he's caught in a front headlock. 20 seconds left. Tries hitting a duck. Tries a high crotch. Ties another one. Like we've said, where was this in the first period? Where was this in the second period? I love Ben, and I know that he's got a great future ahead of him, but just too little too late in this match, and he loses 2-1.
Yeah, we never really even gave ourselves a chance in that match. I think I don't know, maybe just happy being an All-American. That was good enough for him. But you always want to try in the end of the season on a high note and with your hand getting raised, and we didn't there, but he did a good job. It was a good postseason for him, for sure. Really good postseason. Good Big Tens, good Nationals, became an All-American, undersized against a lot of guys. So congratulations to Ben Keeter for becoming an All-American for sure.
We're going to step out, take a timeout. We'll be back with more of the medal rounds right after this. You're listening to the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. It's Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family. with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire, at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself. Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Fran McCaffrey. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Fran McCaffrey. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire, at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
It's time for big fun in Coralville. This is Mayor Megan Foster inviting you to join us Saturday, March 29th for the annual 4th Fest Basket Auction at Brown Deer Golf Club. Starting at 2 p.m., view baskets brimming with gift certificates, treats, unique specialty items, and more. Bidding begins at 3 p.m. and you can take home your favorite gift basket. All proceeds go to 4th Fest, Coralville's spectacular summer family event. Let's make it bigger and better than ever at the Basket Auction on Saturday, March 29th. Check coralville.org for details.
Buy now, save now at Menards. You need reliable and energy-efficient appliances to conquer the day. Menards is your one-stop shop with the largest in-stock appliance selection ready to take home today. Check out our top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and Criterion. Save big money on Whirlpool appliances at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards. Hey Hawkeye fans, this is Monica from Monica's. Randy always told Chef Sal and me that family comes first. So I'm here with my son to invite you to stop by before or after your favorite university event. We are proud of our Hawkeye coworkers, including Sal's daughter, Miss Sarah, and hope you know that if you are headed to Carver or Hancher, our awesome food, full bar, and Monica's family await. We hope to see you soon. And what do you say, Meyer? Go Hawks!
You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Sports Radio on AM 800 KXIC and the Iowa Sports Radio Network.
Back in Philadelphia, the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. Stephen Grace and Mark Ironside. Working through the 5th place matches right now. On the mats, we've got the 12-seed Styles of Oregon State at 149. No score with the 6-seed Lachlan and McNeil of North Carolina. They've got a review going on that one. Mat number 2, Cale Happel awarded a takedown with about 45 seconds to go to give him a 7-2 lead, but the referees are looking at that to see if it should be 3 or not. Doug Schwab looks like he's not very happy, so they're going to probably wave it off. So that'll keep it a 4-2 lead for Happel. Mat number 3, Hunter Garvin, no score with Terrell Bearclaw. That one's just getting started. And on mat number 4, Meyer Shapiro, the number 2 seed from Cornell, 10-0 lead. He's going to win over Vinny Zerbin of Northern Colorado.
You know, this match between Happel and Coderhant, that's a rematch of the quarterfinals that Happel won in overtime. So these guys have already wrestled once in this tournament. Happel doing a good job staying in bounds right now.
So Happel in on a shot, dropped down, got deep on a double, picked him up, put him down. They awarded the 3, and then Coderhant was able to scoot his leg out, so that's what they just reviewed. And I think that's what Doug Schwab was not happy about, was he thought
Happel
that there was...
is going to win that. So Happel, good job for Happel. All-American in 5th place.
It's that late takedown as Coderhant was going for broke.
Congratulations to Cale Happel. He's had a good career up at UNI. And that's going to end it right there. As an All-American, that's a big deal for him. That's awesome for him in Northern Iowa. Doug Schwab getting an All-American out of Cale Happel, little Lisbon, Iowa.
I think so, yeah. Update from Norman, 29-24. The Hawkeye women lead. Is that 3.5 to go in the second quarter?
29-24. Murray State really came back. Dang.
New match on mat number 2. Simon Ruiz, the number 5 seed from Cornell, against the number 13 seed Cade DeVos of South Dakota State.
A couple more Cornell guys. I assume Shapiro won. He was out to a commanding lead, I think, earlier.
Yeah, he was up 10-0.
So that would give you another bonus point for Cornell, which is big for them to move up the ladder a little bit right there. Oh yeah, they just did it, add it right there. So they now have 48. That moved them in. That moved them from 7th to 6th over Ohio State.
1/2 point ahead of Ohio State.
That's going to put Northern Iowa, give them a point, 46.5. They'll remain at 8th going into tonight's finals.
Styles leads McNeil in the second period 4-0. Garvin, no score with Bearclaw on mat number 3. Patrick Kennedy not listed yet. Kind of surprised they've got Kirkfleet and Trepham listed as a match, even though Kirkfleet medically forfeited. You'd think they'd already take care of that. Max Stout of Pittsburgh, the number 6 seed, won 7th place at 197 over McDaniel of Nebraska. You know, talk about wrestling above seeds. Nelly asked us that coming over here this morning. You know, what has Nebraska done to be able to get where they're at? Smith was the 9 seed, finished in 7th. At 133, Van D was the 17 seed and finished in 7th. At 141, they're the 1 seed in the finals. 149, they're the 2 seed in the finals. 157, they're the 3 seed in the finals. At 165, Minto is the 12 seed, and he's wrestling for third. At 174, Pinto was the 8 seed, and he did not place. He lost in the round of 12.
Wow.
At 184, Allred was the 12 seed. He finished in 7th. At 197, McDaniel was the 20 seed, and he finished in 8th place. And they did not qualify heavyweight.
Jeez.
So
that's a impressive term. You talk about
they
wrestling.
didn't wrestle above their. They wrestled way above their seeds.
Way above their seeds.
And that's why they're sitting in second with 109 points.
With not only that, with a lot of bonus.
Yeah, throw the bonus on top of that. I mean, they've got, let's see, 3, 7.5, 8, 10, 13.5, 15.5, 16, 18, 22. They've got 23 bonus points this tournament. And you compare that, we've got 9.5.
23 to 9.5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Penn State, 3, 6, 11, 15, 19, 21, 25, 27, 28.5.
I mean, that's something we got to look at as a program. We have to look at that. We have to look at pins. Teaching pins, going for pins in all areas. I mean, look at Penn State right there. Braden Davis just got a pin in a neutral situation, just stacked him up and got a fall. But he was looking for that. He wasn't just looking for a takedown. He was looking for a fall. And that's what we have to do. It's a mentality. It's like, you're thinking about pins.
You look the difference between us and Okie State. They've got 19 to our 9. Right now, they're 17 points ahead of us. Get us 10 more bonus points. All of a sudden, we're within fighting distance, trying to catch that third-place trophy. But
10 more bonus points. That puts us as 87 to 84.5, and then you figure another 10 points for Parco if he wrestled to a seed.
Yeah.
And that puts us in third place.
That's why we say those matches Thursday morning, they're not for play. They count, and they can go a long ways.
People don't realize how important bonus points are. They just don't. I mean, sometimes that's why you want to dominate. There's so many reasons why you want bonus points, but you want to dominate. And not just at this tournament, but throughout we were talking about on the way in today when we were pulling in the parking lot. I asked, do we still give out an award for the most pins or the most falls? I don't know. I mean, do we?
We do, yeah.
I mean, and right now for the team, the most pins is, you said it's Buchanan with 4, and then somebody we don't, and then the non-starters are next.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 4 pins on the entire season. That's our most pins award.
Yeah, Buchanan has 4, Estrada has 3, and then Brody Sampson and Ben Keeter have 2.
So Ben Keeter be second with 2. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is that? I mean, I think it should be a minimum 6 to even hand out an award or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to put more emphasis on getting pins and falls. And plus, not only that, it just makes the atmosphere in Carver Hawkeye Arena so much greater. Think about how loud it is and how it erupts when you get falls, pins. I mean, that's the optimal in the sport of wrestling. And then if you're an athlete and you're a wrestler, don't you want to be that guy? Win the crowd, be exciting. And that's why do you think Buchanan is so beloved?
Yeah.
Look at the tech falls and the pins he's gotten in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
We appreciate good, solid wrestling and a lot of points going up on that scoreboard.
The thing is you don't have to just, pin, okay, I'm on top, now I'm going to get a wrist, and I'm putting it on his back and get an arm bar and put it right. I mean, there are a zillion different ways to get falls and pins if you're actually thinking about it and looking for it at all times and headhunting. I mean, look at Lucas Bird, what he did to us in the Big Ten Finals. He wasn't on top of us. He didn't put his arm on the back and turn his own wrist. He was headhunting. We got caught hanging our head in a position we shouldn't have been in, and he went for it. And that's just, pinning is a mentality and its attitude. And you go back to Coach Dan Gable, that's why he was one of the best ever at getting falls, not just at the collegiate level, but the international level as well. Randy Lewis, he was so much fun to watch. Look at all the pins that he had. Bruce Kinseth pinning his way through the Big Tens and Nationals. Tom and Terry Brands. You know, they were so fun to watch, but, man, they were just relentless and always looking for falls.
Well, how many times did you see any of those guys, even, I mean, you go some recently with like a Metcalf or even a Spencer Lee. Like, it wasn't necessarily there, but they made it happen. You know, you look at, Tom or Terry, and they're getting that Gable arm bar. And it's not just, I go out front and I've got my knee and I pull the arm up and get it in, and then it just roll over for me. Like, they have to, force that arm in and throw them over, and, that's what happens.
I mean, you look at Tony Ramos. Everybody talks about how loud Carver Hawkeye Arena was when Tony Ramos got a couple of big pins against Penn State. But you look at those matches and people talk about, well, because they're pins. They're falls. That's what happens. Speaking of Tony Ramos, he's on the big screen right there. McNeil just got a win over there.
Hawkeye women 42-30 at halftime right now.
Wow, they came back there good. Separated themselves a little bit. Hunter Garvin loses 1-0 to Barraclaw.
So Garvin, the 7 seed, will finish in 6th. Excuse me. Let's see here. Get that to update like that.
Foca leading Smith 7-3 in the third, so Cornell's going to get another point there most likely. Ruiz trailing Kate DeVos 1-0. That's in the second, so that's far from over.
Trepham comes out and gets his hands raised to finish in 5th with the medical forfeit victory. So we start getting into the third place matches. Let's step out for another break. We will be back with more from Philly right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bumps Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkmine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bumps is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bumps and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkmine Golf Course. Bumps Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Whether you're traveling for business, pleasure, sports, or with one of our guided tours, our team of travel experts at Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited will ensure you have a memorable, worry-free experience. Let our professional travel advisors with extensive travel experience and destination knowledge handle your every travel need. Family-owned and operated, Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited has been serving the Hawkeye community for many years, receiving the Agency of Choice Award several times. Make your travels easy with Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis-infused beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
This is Coralville City Administrator Kelly Hayworth reminding you to shop and eat locally. Now, your favorite Coralville businesses offer more options for finding what you want for your home and family. Local restaurants, bakeries, and breweries have perfected carryout and delivery. Coralville shops continue excelling in personalized service. They take pride in helping you find the perfect item or gift for any occasion. Thank you for infusing Coralville with your shopping and dining dollars.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. But it's time for something new. It's still where you need to go for deer divots and door dings, as well as damaged dashboards. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Why not say, when your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier? I think Dad's gonna love that. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Be a deer and call Premier Auto Body in North Liberty.
Outdoor for Rents is the Hawkeyes' top pick for full-service equipment rental. From tip-off to the final buzzer, Outdoor for Rents has you covered. Rent or buy game-changing equipment from trusted brands like Caterpillar, Husqvarna, Wacker, Skyjack, JLG, Solaire, and Magni. Take your projects to the hoop with flexible options and the latest equipment and tech. Let's get to work. Rent with confidence and a team that's always courtside. Call Altor for Rents at 866-DEMO-CAT today.
Number one on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. This is AM 800 KXIC Iowa City. Free never sounded so good.
Welcome back to Philadelphia. A couple of Pennsylvania guys going at it right now on mat number 3 for third place at 141. And Bo Bartlett of Penn State, the number 2 seed, has the number 10 seed Composto of Penn on his back. Rematch of the quarterfinals with Bartlett winning that one 5-0. He's going to be up 10-2 unless he can finish this fall in the last 10 seconds here of this second period. Number 1 versus number 2 at 125 for third place on mat number 4. It's a 5-3 lead for Lillidahl over Ramos. That's in the second period.
That's a 1 versus 2.
Fugit, the 14 seed, trailing the 4 seed Romney on mat number 2, 3-1.
That's funny how that match down for Lillidahl and Ramos, 1 versus 2. They're wrestling for third place Saturday morning right now. Everybody thought that was going to be a Saturday night matchup, you know, and here we are. We're watching it right now for third place. Why you just wrestle this tournament.
Well, we had Kazak Shapiro in the consolation semifinals, 1 versus 2 in the round before this. Mat number 1, 5th place match still going on at 197. Novak of Wyoming, a 7-0 lead over Little of Little Rock. Iowa's Patrick Kennedy still to wrestle this round. He is on deck on mat number 2, where Romney and Fugit are wrestling. Hawkeye women's basketball still at halftime, leading 42-30. looking for a place to spend your next lunch break? Come enjoy Watermill Kitchen and Bar's delicious weekday lunch specials featuring a pick 2 for $12. Select from refreshing salads, flavorful sandwiches, or comforting soups to build a healthy and quick lunch, all for a great deal. Check it out at Watermill Kitchen and Bar every weekday from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. Also, as the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, U.S. Cellular reminds you that on game days, your hands are for cheering, not texting, because game days are built for the Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Novak does win for Wyoming on mat number 1. And that is going to bring out Dylan D'Amelio of Ohio State against Shane Van Ness of Penn State. It's been a few years since Penn State has had so many guys this round. They're used to having 5 or 6 guys in the finals, but only 3 for Penn State this year. But they still showed their depth.
Well, they've got 3 guys on the mat right now. Well, Bartlett's just getting done here. Bartlett won that match by a score of 11-2. Bo Bartlett is done.
Finishes out his career with a 3rd place finish. His 100th career victory to close out his career. Blood time down here on mat number 2 where Kennedy waits on deck. "5-4 is Lilladal's lead over Ramos with a minute to go in that match.
Yeah, my eyes are on that match for the last minute here. See if Ramos pulls something out.
Takes a shot, but Lilladal uses his length and sprawls back. Van Ness gets a takedown on D'Amelio. Ooh, Lilladal
puts Ramos
takes
to his
Ramos
back.
to his back.
That's tight.
That's tight.
Ramos got caught, extended. He was extending himself a lot.
So Lilladal, the 1 seed, will finish in 3rd with the fall. Chumbley and Kazak on mat number 3 just getting underway at 157. $165 coming out now. Mento of Nebraska against Peyton Hall of West Virginia.
Peyton Hall of West Virginia has a familiar Hawkeye in his corner. Assistant coach Cliff Moore, national champion for the Hawks.
Kazak gets a takedown on Chumbley right on the edge of the mat. Fugit still trailing 4-1 in the 2nd period down there on mat number 2.
Van Ness 3-1 lead over D'Amelio of Ohio State.
That Hall was in on a shot, tried finishing, and Mento able to come through and grab the leg and gets around for almost a takedown right on the edge. There he does get it. Hawkeye fans, today we're talking about a little different black and gold than what you might think. Get your all-new Pac-Man scratch ticket today from the Iowa Lottery. It's available at your favorite Iowa Lottery retailer. That's not all. With the Pac-Man Second Chance promotion, you could be Waka Waka winning $15,000 or even $25,000, plus your very own Pac-Man arcade. Enter today and find details at ialottery.com. Blood time down there again for Fugit. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year. Proudly supports Hawkeye Wrestling. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets in Iowa City. Van Ness, 3-1, start of the 2nd period. Kazak continuing to ride Chumbley down there, 3-0 in the 1st period. Hall gets a reversal on Mento, makes that a 3-2 lead for the Cornhusker on mat number 4.
Van Ness, another takedown. over D'Amelio. He takes a 6-2 lead. Intention releases him. See, I mean, this is the thing. And, I mean, Penn State right now, they've got this team race locked up. I mean, Van Ness could easily just be, taking an easy victory here and over D'Amelio, but he's continually trying to score more and more points. Just being offensive and attacking and always looking for more. It's just has to be the way it is. It should be the way it is at all times. There, Van Ness gets a takedown and puts D'Amelio to his back. I mean, here's another pinning opportunity for Penn State. But
and that was
D'Amelio rolled off.
He hit that sweep. D'Amelio had the whizzer thrown in, and Van Ness just pulled the leg up onto the shelf and then went up over the head, pressured in. D'Amelio had to bail out without getting his arm ripped off, and then Van Ness just kept running it and was able to roll through. And that's what we talk about. It's not going to be easy. You got to force the issue sometimes.
And it wasn't in a top position where you turn it over an armbar. I mean, it's a scramble type of situation where they're just taking it further and looking for a fall, looking for near falls. And it happens so often in wrestling matches. It so often happens, but a lot of times people just are complacent and just like, hey, I'll just take the takedown. Yep. And there's a lot of times there's more there.
30 seconds left on mat number 2. Fugit trying to get a takedown on Romney. Trailing 4-2, Fugit from Wisconsin. Romney from Cal Poly. Who's that for Cornell walking down there? He's got a big old slice of pizza.
Foca, probably?
I think it's Foca. He's done wrestling, so Mom and Dad got me a big old slice of pie. Nice go behind over there for Romney to seal the deal and beat Fugit 7-2. That's going to bring out Patrick Kennedy, taking on the number 2 seed Levi Haynes of Penn State. They wrestled twice this year. Haynes winning both of them 10-3. Main Street Sweets been serving great ice cream and food in the heart of downtown West Branch for nearly 15 years, offering great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more, along with many awesome ice cream treats. Order online, call ahead, or stop in to visit. Main Street Sweets, owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, on the web at mainstreetsweetswb.com.
Hall winning 9-4 over Minto right now. Minto got that first takedown, and Hall's just come back, storming back. That's in the second period with a minute to go. Kasak got that first period takedown against Chumbley, rode him out an entire period. Now he's not an entire period, but a lot of it. He's up 3-0 going into the third period, and he's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds riding time. He's going to choose down. Here comes Van Ness, is up 14-4 now against D'Amelio.
So Haynes came out getting ready to go, and he looks over, and there's no coach in his corner because you've got 3 Penn State guys going at once. He goes over and hollers at the mat right next to him, and so Cale Sanderson comes over. Major decision for Van Ness. Kennedy underway on mat number 2. And a lot of hand fight and half attempt right there by Haynes. Gets Patrick scooting away.
Like I said, we've closed the gap on the last time we wrestled him from the dual meet. We wrestled him in the dual meet. We had a good 5-minute match against him, and then really got tired in that last couple of minutes. In the match at the Big Tens, we wrestled a hard 7-minute match. There's Levi in on a shot on us. We got caught reaching there a little bit. Takes us down.
We took a shot, and as we stood back up,
we came
just
up out
got
of
caught
position.
flat-footed. Yeah.
We came up out of position with our hands up high.
Patrick quickly hand control out for the escape. McAnally coming out against Plott. That could be an interesting one, too. Patrick changed levels right there, but couldn't get his hand to the foot. Plott takes a shot from a ways away. McAnally tries circling around behind. Now Plott comes up with double unders on McAnally.
Boy, I'd love to see Patrick just get a takedown. Just get a takedown on Haynes. That could go a long ways.
Hawkeye women start the second half on a 7-0 run. They're up by 19 points now. A minute to go, first period for Kennedy, trailing 3-1. Kazak 7-0 plus riding time now. He leads. They always say it's harder as you get through the tournament, and right now Penn State is almost everybody's gotten bonus, haven't they? Little Dog got the fall. Davis got the fall. Bartlett got a major, I think.
Yep.
Van Ness with the major. Kazak's on his way to a major. $15 to go here in the first. Kennedy with another attempt a little ways away. Didn't get all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, that's all. Good point. I mean, all those Penn State guys, every single one of them got bonus points here in so far. Well, even Kazak right now just got a major, 8-0. Hopefully Patrick Kennedy does not allow that to happen here. We get our own win, but you know, Penn State, they're coming out. They already got the team race locked up, but they just keep getting more and more and more all the time.
Start the second period. Haynes down to his feet. Hand control, escape. 4-1 lead.
Come on, Patrick, work hard. Get to the legs here.
Shumbley, the number 20 seed for Northwestern, finished in 4th place. Sweep attempt by Haynes. Gets to Patrick's leg. Patrick trying to kick away. Haynes climbing up. We hit kind of a switch action. Try to square back up. Reach back, lock through the crotch. Now we get draped up over the back. Haynes trying to come through the back door. Patrick scrambling here. Haynes now grabs our other ankle and covers for the 3. Make it 7-1 with a minute to go here in the second period.
Nice job, Patrick. Good hand control. Way to come out. 7-2. 52 seconds to go here in the second period. Got to get to the legs, Stephen. We keep talking about that. We have to get to his legs. Just come on, Patrick. Get yourself back into this. Use your hands, create an opening, get an angle, get some motion going. Got to find some urgency. It's like right there, he kind of snapped him, and he just allowed Levi to kind of just circle on out, you know, and get away from him. We got to follow through with our hands. If you move him, you continue to keep your hands on him, and you follow through with your hands to the legs.
25 to go here, second period. 7-2 is the lead for Haynes over Kennedy. Will be Patrick's choice in the third. Period comes to an end, so Patrick's choice. He'll start down in the third. Only 18 seconds towards riding time for Haynes. Cardenas and Ferrari get started over on mat number 3. Plott and McAnally scoreless in the second period. Patrick tries to get to a sit-out. Haynes works him back over to his base. Hawkeye women on a fast break, and somehow Hannah Stolke got left wide open on the block. So now it's 51-30. Haynes capping our ankle. Working a wrist. About ready to get his riding time up over a minute. That leg in. Patrick did so well the first 2 times. Got taken down and getting out, but got to that sit out, but Haynes able to work him back over and gets that leg in, and he's going to work from this top position. Stalemate it. 57 to go in the match.
Colton Schultz and Isaac Trumbull out on the mat over there at heavyweight now. Cardenas and Ferrari up right now. That could be exciting. Come on, Patrick. Fresh start here. And no move.
Almost gets sucked back. Squares up. Gets the escape.
Yeah. Haynes went for a suck back, and that allowed us to get her hips free. Turned into him. Got a 1-point escape. Now we try to get in on a shot there. There we go. Reshot by Haynes. 7-3 is the score. Haynes does have 1:27 riding time, though.
Patrick, another attempt.
There we go. Now to the
leg.
leg.
Outside.
Yes.
Trying
Finishes.
to elevate, looking to suck it in a little bit more, cutting off the other way, gets him cracked down to his butt. Looking to cut that arm across. We've stepped all the way over.
Shelf it. Come on. Bring the legs up. Elevate it. Don't
Turns
get rolled through.
God
dang it.
And gets taken down.
God dang it.
That'll make it 10-3 and 11-3 with the riding time with 10 seconds to go.
That's good, though. That is what we need to do. We need to get in those positions more often so we're better at finishing those shots. That's really good shot and a good job by Patrick getting there.
Gave himself a chance.
Yep, not the outcome we wanted in that match, but, man, what a great turn for Patrick Kennedy. Coming in as the 11th seed, finishing 4th, All-American. Proud of that kid.
Well, we're going to take one final timeout. We'll be back to wrap things up for this session when we return. You're listening to the 2025 NCAA Wrestling Championships. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Go to BigGrove.com and enter for your chance to win Hawkeye tickets all season long. Or join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes, all season long. Go Hawks!
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa Wrestling.
Hear that? That's the Iowa Lottery powering up the new Pac-Man scratch ticket, where you could jump your way to $50K in instant cash prizes. Even if you don't score big in your first round, you still get an extra life. Because you can enter non-winning tickets in the VIP club for a chance to win a Pac-Man arcade package, plus your share of $325,000 in cash prizes. That's a lot of Waka Waka winning. Woo-hoo! Pac-Man is registered and copyrighted by Bandai Namco Entertainment Inc. Enter and see rules at iLottery.com/VIP.
Final few matches wrapping up here on this 5th session of the NCAA Wrestling Championships. 3rd place, 184, 197, and heavyweight. Colton Schultz down on mat number 4, a 3-0 lead. About ready to give up a reversal, gives up a locked hands call.
McAnally gets another takedown
over Plott. That makes it 6-3, plus Plott has riding time, though. And then a 1-0 lead for Ferrari over Cardenas with 30 seconds to go in the 2nd period.
Schultz about ready to get a pin now on Trumbull. He's got him on his back. He got reversed, then reversed Trumbull back.
That's the 3rd period, so he's going to win that one. Colton Schultz will be a 5-time All-American, finishing in 3rd at heavyweight this year.
What a good kid.
McAnally in on another shot on Plott right at the end of the match. So McAnally will finish in 3rd for the Gophers. Cardenas does go underneath Ferrari to start the 3rd period. Ferrari, a lot of forward pressure. We'll be back on 7 o'clock tonight. We'll have the Parade of All-Americans around 6:35, and then wrestling action will get started just after 7 o'clock. They're going to start with 184, and then they will run from 125 through heavyweight. So Drake Ayala will be the 3rd match up. He's got Bird from Illinois. They've split this year. 4-2 in the duel for Drake. And then a fall in the Big Ten Finals for Bird. Mikey Caliendo will be wrestling against Messenbrink of Penn State. 4-1 in the Big Ten is the closest he's ever been to him. He's lost 5 times. A couple of tech falls, a couple of majors in there. And then Stephen Buchanan will be the 2nd to last match. He'll be taking on Josh Barr from Penn State.
That's going to be... It was a really, honestly, a pretty boring match in the dual meet. Really not a whole lot of action. I don't know. We ended up winning that one on
5-1.
We did get a takedown on him.
Yeah.
Towards the end there.
We had a takedown, an escape, and a riding time point, maybe.
So, Ferrari up 1-0 right now. 3rd period, 1:27 to go. Riding time is not a factor. Cardenas is in the down position. Right now we're under, looks like blood time for Cardenas or Ferrari. I'm not sure which. Ferrari.
I think Ferrari, yeah.
So Cardenas is going down underneath him. See if he can get out or not. I mean, Ferrari always talks about how people should probably go down underneath him.
Buchanan did. Buchanan got out. Also got a locked hands call. Cardenas hits a switch action right on the edge, but Ferrari stays behind the arms. 1:13 to go. More blood time. Looks like Ferrari's got a cut on his nose. Right on the nostril. Getting it all cleared up. Penn State 169, Nebraska 109, Okie State 94.5. Hawkeyes with 77. Minnesota 51.5, Cornell 50. Ohio State 47.5, UNI 45.5, NC State 42.5, and then Virginia Tech 41. If we pin our way through the finals and Okie State doesn't win a match, we could surpass them by half a point.
Well, that's asking for a lot after we just talked about our pin record for the season.
Yeah.
How's that women's game going?
3:40 to go in the third quarter. 62-34, Iowa winning. 50 seconds to go down there. Ferrari leading Cardenas 1-0. Cardenas tries to get to his feet, but they run out of bounds.
Well, he's got
41 seconds riding time for Ferrari
19
now.
seconds to get out.
Caution on Ferrari starting early.
Cardenas
to
up
his feet. Gets tripped back down.
Does not get hand control.
A lot of fans clamoring for a stall call. They go out of bounds, head back to the center.
He's got to get out in 8 seconds before he gives up riding time. Cardenas does.
Just looked at my phone for text messages instead of watching the women's game. Sam Bosler texted me, said all nine of Ben Keeter's losses came to seniors or fifth-year seniors. There's a stall call on Ferrari on top. 1 minute of riding time exactly.
Cardenas rolls through.
Ferrari looks like he's going to get the ride out.
Well, I don't know.
Even if he doesn't, he's still going to win with the riding time point.
Cardenas just never gave up.
So 2-0, Ferrari will finish in third place. That's going to do it for these. We've got 10 more matches for this season. 3 Hawkeyes in the finals.
We're going to have like a conversation down there. Just hanging out.
Well, Mark, let's go rest up and get ready for 3 Hawkeye victories tonight. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me. Sounds absolutely awesome. I love it. We've got 3 finalists tonight. Some other good final matches to watch. Ferrari just throw his little coach.
We'll be on starting at 7 o'clock tonight with those finals matches. Until then, for Mark Ironside, this is Stephen Grace. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling has been brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Also brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. And by U.S. Bank, proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. This is AM 800 KXIC Iowa City. Free never sounded so good.
Unlock big savings and add style and security to your home with Schlage door locks from Menards. Whether you're looking for a traditional interior lock or a Wi-Fi compatible electronic lock, Menards has you covered with more than 200 options of Schlage door locks in stock. Save big on all door locks. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Have you heard? Barrel House has dropped a brand new menu featuring 4 amazing burgers, 2 fresh salads, and bone-in wings that are seriously worth the hype. Barrel House is turning up the flavor and the savings. From March 18th to April 7th, enjoy $5 mules and $2.50 domestic bottles and cans. Want even more perks? Download the Barrel House app for exclusive in-app promos and savings. Head to Barrel House in Coralville and Marion today. Barrel House, food that lifts your spirits.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. 783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.